Hello, beloved. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'd like us to look at 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. It says that for bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. I take it again. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. Over here, Paul alludes to bodily exercise, and we know that it's very important to exercise the body. But Paul, in talking about bodily exercise, actually says that bodily exercise profits, but Paul says the profit is little. Now, when Paul said the profit was little, he was saying it was little in comparison to something else. So Paul says that for bodily exercise profited little, and there's a colon. It means Paul is actually continuing the discussion. Then Paul says but. Now, when Paul used the conjunction, he said, but godliness is profitable unto all things. Now, this is simple. Paul is just trying to compare bodily exercise to godliness. So Paul is saying that in as much as bodily exercise profits, it is little. But if you want something, another exercise that profits much, it is actually godliness, piety. Now, Paul is saying that not necessarily that you should stop bodily exercise, but Paul is saying that if bodily exercise is actually relevant, then you should know that godliness is actually very, very much more relevant as compared to bodily exercise. Do you understand? So Paul says godliness is profitable unto all things. So Paul is actually admonishing the work of godliness. We walking in piety, living in holiness. One of the synonyms of the word in the Greek is actually holiness. So Paul is just trying to bring our minds to the weight walking in holiness or walking in godliness adds to someone. So that if you know what exercise does your physical body, you can have an idea what godliness, living a life of godliness, will actually have on your spiritual life. It means there's a certain weight that the exercise of the Spirit, which is godliness, produces in the life of any believer. So from today, I just want to admonish you. Live a life of godliness. Daniel is a very good example of someone who lived a godly life. In Daniel 1:80, the Bible said he purposed in his heart not to defile himself. Joseph is someone who lived a godly life. In Genesis 39, the Bible said that he refused the offer from Potiphar's wife. These are two very good examples in the Old Testament of people who walked in godliness. And you can imagine the profit it brought them in their lives. Today, I just want to admonish you. Live a life of godliness. And remember, godliness is a choice. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you same time in our next session. God bless you. Bye-bye.